Next up to the stage, we have another newcomer. Please welcome the lovely KT Bugenstein. Is that right?
Yes.
Did I mess that up? Bugenstein. Please welcome.
I too brought notes, but I'm kind of old school, so it's in a notebook. I'm really impressed with the turnout. It's nice to see all of you guys here. I'm not sure if you know, but Second City is doing a show right now, and I kind of assumed there'd be more of you there. But I don't see anyone getting up, so I'm assuming it's a deliberate choice that you're here, which I'm not complaining about. I just think you should. It's kind of sketchy decision-making processes. Like, this is amateur hour. No offense, but they're pros. Anyways, so I figured I'd formally introduce myself because if you wanted to be entertained by strangers who were better than me, you would be there. So I'm KT, and in my high school, when I was a high school freshman, I ate a worm in biology class. Partially for extra credit, partially on a dare, and mostly because I was 14 and I had no friends. I don't know why. I thought that, the fact that I would swallow anything with the right incentive would fix my reputation as that one nerd in the corner. And it did. Instead of being that weird nerd, I was that weird nerd who you could get to do your homework for you. So basically friendship. And so to summarize, I basically ate a worm because of humans' unerring need to be socially accepted, which is BS. I think that the biggest point I've taken from this is that genetics suck. You take two people and you make a third person, and that third person should be better. This is something that I've been thinking about quite a lot. A plus B shouldn't just equal C. It should be A plus B equals the best qualities of both A and B. I mean, my parents, they're both very smart. They went to college. They have degrees. They're paying for me to go through college. And I'm not. I should, by all rights, be smarter than them, shouldn't I? I'm not. As they loved telling me, they knew I wasn't a genius. The second time I stuck a bean so far up my nose, they had to take me to the emergency room to get it removed. They love to remind me of that. I like to say that I'm exceeding expectations. I'm at college. I'm still alive. I'm continuing to make a fool out of myself. But yeah, so I'm a freshman here on campus. Is anybody else a freshman here? Oh, nice. And who here's a parent? There's some of you, yeah. My dad's in the crowd. He's here for my first show, which is great. Thanks, Dad. I was in class, and, freshmen, you guys, we should go to class, do our homework, get good grades. And I was with some kids, and they were joking around. They were guys. They were being guys, making guy jokes. And they're talking about when parents should stop spanking their kids. And I'm sure many of you guys have heard that spanking is widely considered a form of child abuse nowadays. And they're joking about it, escalating. Yeah, you should stop spanking your kids once they graduate high school. No. You stop spanking your kids once they're big enough to spank you back. And I don't really think child abuse is that funny, but I'm also really competitive. So I look them in the eye and I say, the real time that you stop spanking your kid is when they start getting turned on by it. And, I think this brings up a really good point on why you shouldn't abuse your kids. And that's, no parent wants to be the reason why their kid has weird sex. And I know this is kind of an awkward topic because it is Parents' Weekend, and I'm sure some of you might be the reason why your kid is having weird sex right now, but it's too late for you to do anything about it, so I apologize. But Seriously, all of you who haven't had kids yet and are planning on it, just think about it. Like 30 years at your high school reunion, you're talking to that kid from English who you weren't really friends with but totally misunderstood the Scarlet Letter. And he's like, oh yeah, my son, he just graduated high school, valedictorian, he's full ride to Case. And what about you, Craig? Oh yeah, well, my daughter, she gets off on calling her boyfriend daddy, and it's probably my fault. Don't abuse your kids, guys. Have a nice night.